Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be focusing on section 2.4, which is formulas. And we're going to be focusing on the, simple interest and, just basic formulas that you should know, at the end of this chapter. So let's get on with it. Okay, example 1. If we invest P dollars at R% for T years, the amount of simple interest, I, is given by the formula I equals PRT. Find the amount of interest earned by $5,000 invested at 4% for 2 years. Okay, so for us, our P is $5,000, our rate is 4%, and our time is 2 years. So let's use the I equals PRT formula and just plug everything in. So we're gonna get I equals $5,000. There we go. $5,000 at 4%, which can be written as 4 over 100, and then times 2. Cancel out the zeros with the 5,000 and the 100 as the denominator. Then we do I equals 50 times 4 times 2. So I is equal to $400. Okay. Our next example. Let's go down. There we go. If we invest P dollars at a simple rate of R%, then the amount A accumulated after T years is given by the formula A equals P plus PRT. If we invest $5,000 at 5%, how many years will it take to accumulate to $6,000? So, we have the amount accumulated. So we know what we want. We want $6,000. Our principal is $5,000. And our rate is 5%. We just have to figure out T. So we have 6,000 equals 5,000 times 5 over 100, which is the rate, and then times T. So we're going to cancel out the zeros like we did last time. We're going to get 6,000 is equal to 250 T. Divide both sides with 250, we get 6,000 over 250 is equal to T. Cancel out those zeros. And then 6,000 divided by 25. Or no, 600 divided by 25. And then that is... Oh, yeah, that's what I did wrong. Okay, so I forgot to do the 5,000 plus. So we're gonna do $5,000 plus 5,000 times 5 over 100 times T. Cancel out those zeros. And then we get 6,000 equals 5. Well, we can subtract 5,000 from both sides to get 1,000. Equals, let's see, so 50 times 5, which is 250 T, and then we get T is equal to 1,000 over 250, cancel out the zeros, and we get 100 divided by 25, which is 4, so, it's going to take 4 years, and then that is going to be our answer, 4 years. Okay, so our next example now. So, solve 2x minus 5y equals 7 for y in terms of x. So, we're going to, what's it called? So, when you're solving in terms of x, so it says solve for y. So, basically what you're going to do is have y equals some stuff, okay? So what we want to do is get the y isolated on one side. So we're going to subtract 2x from both sides in order to get negative 5y is equal to 7 minus 2x. And now we're going to divide both sides with negative 5 in order to get y equals 7 over negative 5. Okay, I can just write it like this, negative 7 over 5. But since it's a negative 5, and then we're going to divide it with both of the things, so we're going to divide it with both, we're going to divide it with both 7 and 2x, so we can just do it separately, and then we're going to get 2 over negative 5, right? But since the sign there is negative, it becomes a positive. So it's going to be negative 7 over 5 plus 2 over 5. X. Almost forgot that. So it's going to be y is equal to 2x minus 7 over 5. And that's it. Okay, so now our next example. Solve the equation x over a plus y over b is equal to 1 for x. So in this one, instead of having the y isolated on one side, we want to have the x isolated on one side. So with this one, we have to, we have to do a common denominator. So the common denominator in this would be a times b, which is ab. And then we would have xb plus ya is equal to 1. We bring the multiply both sides with ab so that you can cancel out the ab, and bring the ab to the right side of the equal sign, which is what I highlighted. So you're going to have xb plus ya is equal to ab. And now we're going to subtract both sides with ya. So xb is equal to ab minus ya. And then we're going to divide both sides with b so that we can get x is equal to ab minus ya over b. If we wanted to, we could technically simplify this, the ab over b, but we're not going to, because we don't really have to simplify it. It's your choice how much you want it to simplify it. Okay, so our next example. How long will it take $1,000 to double itself if we invest it at 5% simple interest? So simple interest is basically I equals PRT. It's that. So we need $1,000 to double itself. We must earn $1,000, so that must be our I. Our I is going to be $1,000. And then our principal is $1,000. And then our rate is 5%, so 5 over 100. And then we don't know what T is, so we have to find that out. So we're going to cancel out our zeros, and we're going to get 1,000 is equal to 50T. Oops, let me fix that T. And then divide both sides with 50. We get 1,000 over 50 is equal to T. Cancel out those zeros. You get T is equal to 20 years. So T equals 20. Okay, next example. Mercedes starts jogging at 5 miles per hour. Half an hour later, Karen starts jogging on the same path at 7 miles per hour. How long will it take for Karen to catch Mercedes? So, Karen is going to be, let's see. Okay, so if we, so let's let T represent Karen's time that she's been jogging. And then, so t is going to be the time that the person has been jogging. So let's see. Next we're going to do, okay, so if you didn't know, the formula for distance is what is it? Speed into time, which is known as st. Oops. Okay, so distance is equal to speed into time. So we know Karen's speed is 7 miles per hour. So her distance, the distance that she travels, so we'll just do k is equal to 7 times t, since we don't know what the time is. Now, Mercedes, she starts half an hour before Karen starts. So she gets a half an hour bonus. So for her t, so Mercedes, just gonna put an m. So she jogged at 5 miles per hour, and then she started half an hour earlier, so she's gonna get a time of t plus 1/2. And now we're going to solve the equation. We're just gonna do 7t is equal to 5 times t plus 1/2. And now we're going to do the what's it called, distributive property on the right side of the equation. So 7t is equal to 5t plus 5 over 2. Bring the t's to one side, so we're going to subtract 5t to both sides, and we're going to get 2t on the left side and 5 over 2 on the right side. Now we're going to divide both sides with 2. So we get t is equal to 5 over 2 divided by 2. And what you do when it's divided with, when you're dividing 2, in order to turn it into multiplication, you just have to flip it. So if it's 2, it's going to be 1/2, and then it'll be multiplication. So basically, t is equal to 5 over 2 times 1/2. So t is equal to 5 over 4, which means it will take her 1 1/4 hours to catch up, which is 1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay, so 2 trains leave a city at the same time, one traveling east and the other traveling west. At the end of the 9.5 hours, they are 1,292 miles apart. If the rate of the train traveling east is 8 miles per hour faster than the rate of the other train, find the rates. So basically what this question is asking is to find the speed of the, the speed of the train. So now I'm going to make a table for much easier visualization. So this is going to be rate. This is going to be time, and then I guess I didn't draw it far enough. This is going to be distance, which is rate into time, otherwise speed into time. So the westbound train, I'm just going to write west, and then this is east. So the rate for the westbound train is r, and then the rate for the eastbound train is r plus 8. The time is the time for both is the same, 9.5 hours, 9 hours and 30 minutes, same thing. And then the distance is 19 over 2 times r, and 19 over 2 times r plus 8. Okay. So since it's rate into time, yeah. Basically what they did is converted this, the time, into a, basically what I did is convert the time into a, what's it called? So right now this is a mixed number, and we converted it into an improper fraction by multiplying the 2 and the 9, which gives you 18, and then 18 plus the numerator, which gives you 19, and we multiplied the rate for both equations, and that's how we got that. So Now we are going to do an equation, and we know that the distance is the distance that the distance that they travel. No, the distance of both of the trains combined is 1,292 miles. So we're gonna add up the distance for both of them and then set it equal to 1,292. So we have 19 over 2r plus 19 over 2 times r plus 8, which is equal to 1292. Alright, pretty simple. Now all we just have to do is do the distributive property and then simplify. So 19 over 2r plus 19 over 2r plus, what's 19 times 4? Crap. So 19 times 4 is 76, which is equal to 1292. Okay. And then we're going to just add everything up and simplify. So add up the r's, subtract 76 from both sides, and then we are going to get, so 38r over 2, which really is 19r. So it's just going to be 19r, which is equal to what's 1292 minus 76? So I'm going to bring out the calculator because later on we're going to actually need it really badly, because I do not know how to do, I don't know why it said cake. Yeah, that's that we need. Calculator. Okay, so while we wait for it to open, we are going to, okay, so 1292 minus 76, 1292 minus 76, which is equal to 1216. So we have 19r is equal to 1216. And we're going to divide both sides with 19 so that we can get 64. So r is equal to 64. Now, what did we need to do? Okay, so we found out that the westbound train has a rate of 64 miles per hour. So the eastbound train is r plus 8. So what is 64 plus 8? It is 72. So the rate of the eastbound train is 72 miles per hour. Okay, so this is going to be my last example for today. Brian's Pest Control stocks a 7% solution of insecticide for lawns and also a 15% solution. How many gallons of each should be mixed to produce 40 gallons, that is 12% insecticide? So, we don't know how much of the 7% or 15% we need. So let's say that we need X percent or X amount of solution for the 7%. So X amount for the 7%, and then we're going to need let's see here, 40 because so we need 40 gallons. So X amount of gallons for the 7%, and then 40 minus X gallons for the 15%. So as you can see, I've highlighted it different for the correlation. And we know that we need 12%. We know that we need 12% insecticide in 40 gallons. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 7% of X plus 15% of 40 minus X? Yeah. 40 minus X, which is equal to 12% of 40. Yeah. Oh, I forgot the parentheses. Okay, so now we're going to, in this one, I'm going to put it in decimals because it's a little bit easier when you do it like that. So we're going to have 0.07x plus 0.15 40 minus x, which is equal to 0.12 times 40. So if we scroll down so that we can have more space, we will do the distributive property so that we can get 0.07x plus 6 minus 0.15x, which is equal to 4.8. So now we're just gonna keep the x's on the left side of the equation because the x's are already here, and then we're gonna move and then we're gonna move the numbers to the right side of the equal sign. So 0.07x minus 0.15x okay, so that is equal to negative 0.08x, which is equal to so once again we're going to subtract 6 from both sides so that we can get the numbers to the right side of the equation, which is equal to negative 1.2. And then now we are going to we're going to divide both sides with negative 0.08 so that we can get a lone x, and so we get negative 1.2, negative 0.08, negative cancel out. We're going to move the decimal over 2 places, and we can only move the decimal over 1 place over here, so if we move it over once more, we're just going to add a placeholder 0 so that we can get 120 over 8, which is equal to 15. So now that we know that we need 15 gallons of the 7% solution, we can find out using our 40 minus x formula to find out the amount of 15% solution that we need. So 40 minus 15 is 25. So we need 15 gallons of 7% solution, and we also need 25 gallons of 15% solution. That N looks super weird. There we go. Okay, that's it for this video. If you liked it, be sure to go ahead, like and subscribe. If you didn't like it, be sure to leave a comment on what I can improve on. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and thanks for watching.